Hello all you pioneers, Crystal Kitsune here, with a fun little DOS game that you may remember when playing while you were growing up in the 90s. This is called Oregon Trail, and if you know what the game is about, then sit tight because we're going to do an extra long video of me playing Oregon Trail. It's going to be hopefully the full game, at least till our death. Hopefully we'll make it to the end in Oregon. But this is going to be a super long episode of the whole thing. Now, if you watched any of my live streams, you saw me play this a couple times. I think we died one time, then we made it to the end another time. But we're going to do it again. Because a lot of people don't view the live stream videos or whatever. So we're gonna do this full, at least until we die. If we die, then I'll just end the video or whatever. But hopefully we make it all the way to Willamette Valley or whatever, I think. It's in Oregon. So, welcome to the Oregon Trail. You're about to begin a great adventure. Traveling the Oregon Trail across the rugged landscapes of North America, your covered wagon pulled by a team of oxen will travel from Independence, Independent, Missouri to the fertile Willamette Valley in the Oregon Territory. Cannot talk. A journey of approximately 2,000 miles. Before you set off the trail, register your name and the names of the people in your wagon party, your occupation, and then you'll get supplies and you'll go. So we'll start a new game. Now, I'm Crystal Kitsune, of course. Because you can't do Crystal Kitsune, you can only do Crystal Kit. So, the one that gives you the most money is the banker. Having a blacksmith or a carpenter would be good for repairing your wagon if parts happen to break. Doctor is good for healing the sick. Farmer is good for finding food. Merchant is good for, I guess, haggling at the different forts and stuff. Saddle maker, teacher, whatever. Those are like the lowest pays. I always usually go with banker because you get like 3,000 money, I think. So we get to pick the people, the names of our people. So I'm going to go with, let's see, Markiplier, and let's see, Danny Sex Bang. Nope, can't do sex bang. Danny Sex. Who else should we do? What other YouTuber do I like? Oh, Jacksepticeye, and who should be the fourth person? We need a female. These are all guys. Not really females. Don't really watch any female YouTubers. They're all guys. Yeah, well. We'll just do Susie, which is Aaron Hansen from the Game Grudge's wife. So, we get 1,600. I think like in the other version that I had, you get like 3,000 or something, but whatever. I usually go for 15 oxen. Come on, stupid thing. Okay, fine, 15. 45 sets of clothing. 90 boxes of bullets. 3, and usually 1,500 of food. No, we don't want to leave too early, and we don't want to leave too late, because if you leave too early, like in March or whatever, you're still getting the snow and stuff. Sorry for the coughing, I know it's annoying. But if you left around August, we'd get the tail end of the summer plus snow from like September on. So I think the best one would probably April. You get a lot of rain, but we would hit summer eventually. It takes like months to get through. Okay, so if you don't know what this game is, you start off in Independence, Missouri on April 1st, 1848, apparently. And it gives you your stats and everything. Now, if you didn't grow up in the 90s and you don't know what this game is, okay, so you start out in town, and this gives you your temperature. This gives you your distance, miles traveled, gives you your wagon's stats. So it gives you your pace, your rations, your how much food you got left, your health, and everything like that. If you want to find out where you're going, hit your map. If you want to know more about where you're at, hit guide. Status of your party to find out who's sick or who's dead or whatever. Rations, if you start to get low on food and you can't find any food, because you can hunt in this game. But if rations are getting kind of sparse, then you want to change your rations to be like smaller, basically. This will only come up if you are in a town where you can buy things. So like right now you can buy stuff, but you usually only buy stuff in forts, and usually the furthest out you go, then it costs the most money, because things are a lot less available, I guess you could say. Trading is good for like if you need food or money or whatever. Sometimes it takes a while to get like food or money. Sometimes you'll get a person that says, yeah, I'll give you this amount of money for like 3 wagon axles or whatever, and then it leaves you with no wagon axles. So you want to kind of make sure that you watch what you're trading for. Talking is talking with the people that are around you. So if you go to a different landmark, because you'll stop off at landmarks like Independence Rock and stuff like that, you could talk to the people that are around. Rest, if you start to get sick, like any of your party members start to get sick, then you want to, or you get sick, yourself get sick, and you want to rest for about a week or so. It does put you at a disadvantage because you're falling behind. I mean, you don't get to see like other people like in real time or whatever, but pace, if you want to go faster or slower, right now we're at like a general good pace, but if you want to go faster or slower, depending on how the health is or how fast you want to get to certain places, then you change the pace. Hunt, of course, is self-explanatory. You hunt for food. So we're just going to stop yammering on and get started on this game. Now, here in this box here, it will give you like a blow by blow if something happens. So like an ox is sick, it tells you in purple text. We're coming up to a river. Now it will give you options on what to do. Do you want to caulk the river and float it? Do you want to go ahead and cross just regular, or do you want to take a ferry? I think you only get 2 options. No, you do get a ferry. It tells you how deep it is. So if it's 6 feet deep, then you're going to die if you try to ford the river, which is just walking across it. So the only 2 real options here is to either caulk the river and float it, or the wagon and float it, or take a ferry. Now the ferry takes money. So you want to decide, do you want to do that, or do you want to pay and get the ferry is the like only choice that is 100% safe. So I usually go for the 100% safe one, because otherwise people can drown, you can lose items like food and supplies and stuff. So best to be safe than sorry. If you want to know how much stuff you get, you just go to status. We've got $275 still left. Oh, I don't want to do that. So we'll just continue. We're at warm right now. It's April. We're coming up to another river already. This is actually the same river that we were just at, basically. But anyway, so we'll continue. And this time we only got 2 options. It's only 3.5 feet. it's still pretty high, so we'll just go ahead and caulk the wagon and float it, which could end in people drowning. Pretty long ass river, wide ass river. Okay, good. Awesome. Sorry for all this coughing. I changed medication. I went to the doctor, and he said that I should use Mucinex to get rid of the mucus and stop me from coughing. Works to a point, but then I'll start coughing again, off and on. And also my tongue hurts. When I woke up this morning, like the whole, like both sides of my tongue on the surface hurt. So I don't know why that happened. But anyway, we're at Fort Kearney. Now, if you're wondering why there's no sound, I have no idea. I guess this version doesn't have sound or something. I guess it doesn't have. I mean, there's like two different versions of this particular one, because there's this one, which is like the main one, I guess, after they did, like, they had like an older one, but then they did this one, which is supposed to be deluxe, but then I think they upgraded it or something, or parts of it are missing, because you're actually supposed to get music, you're supposed to get sounds, and things usually just pop up when it says bad water, somebody broke a leg, da-da-da-da. So little boxes pop up, and he goes dun-da-dum, or doo-doo-doo-doo, you know, that kind of stuff. So you actually got sound in this game, so you just get to listen to me talk. Oh, Markiplier was, Danny Six has got a fever, and Markiplier was bitten by a snake. So, they're sick. I certainly hope that Markiplier doesn't die. I did this when I was doing, I think, the live stream, which uploaded onto my channel. When we played this, I had Danny Six playing, or, you know, Danny. He was the first one that died. That was sad. And there used to be like a whole like scene that showed like somebody being buried and people crying and stuff like that. So this isn't like the version that I had of this game. Like, I had this, it's this version, but it's like not this version, because parts of it are not there. So I don't know if it's just the ROM that's not right, or they had to take certain parts out for some reason. I don't know. But whatever the reason, it is the same right version, but it's not. But so you don't get music or anything like that. Plus, that kind of stuff is probably copyrighted anyway, and I'll probably get in trouble. And so, since this is a super long episode, and we're just going to upload, we should rest. When we get to okay, we got to Chimney Rocks, so we should rest for 5 days. I keep going over to that and it doesn't want to do it. So, I thought I would do Oregon Trail because it's another DOS game. Seemingly, Crystal Caves that I was doing before isn't that popular as a game to upload. Apparently people don't really care for that. So I usually try, when I do videos and stuff like that, I usually watch and see which videos have the most views and take that into consideration of whether I do the same video again, you know, only, you know, furthering along in the series, or stop that game and do something different. So I take that into consideration. So like Stardew Valley, the first 2 episodes of that game got like a handful of views, but then later, like the 3rd episode got like hardly anything, like nothing. I think it got like 1 view, and I'm like, well, apparently people don't like this video very much, or this series very much. So that's why I try to find something different. I want to find stuff that you guys like and I enjoy doing, because if it's something that, you know, I don't like but you like, or you don't like but I like, it's not, you know, it doesn't mesh. I want things to mesh to where we all enjoy what I'm doing. So I want to make sure that when I'm doing this game or these games, that you enjoy what I'm doing, and at the same time I'm enjoying what I'm doing. So I mean, I like doing the DOS games, but if there's certain ones that you don't like, then I won't do them anymore. So like, I keep saying so like, when I did Crystal Caves, I was thinking, well, this is a pretty neat game. It's nostalgia. I don't think many people knew about the game. A lot of people knew about Amazon Trail and Oregon Trail, Amazon Trail, all that kind of stuff. And Where in the USA is Carmen Sandiego. Those are like staples of the DOS era for kids that grew up in that time frame of the 90s. I thought Crystal Caves would be another one, because it's like, it's a platformer, but it's, fun, and, it's something that I grew up with, so I thought I would play that. But if you don't want to see me do that anymore, then I'll move on to something else. So that's why I decided to go ahead, and even though I live streamed Oregon Trail, that we would go ahead and see, or I'll do this game. Sorry if I'm not being very my speech is not very articulate. Basically because it's like I'm trying to think of things and watch the screen at the same time, so I'm kind of like I'm not articulating myself correctly, and also my tongue hurts, so it's like I'm trying to like and try not to cough, because that's annoying. So when we get to Independence Rock, we'll rest again. Not Independence Rock, whatever the fuck this is, I forgot what it's called. Yeah, okay, Independence Rock, I was right. So we'll rest again for another 5 days, because Markiplier's got a fever and our health is fair. This will probably take about an hour, depending on how fast we get through. We're already almost halfway through, so it shouldn't take too long. But I'll have a longer upload time. I could just go ahead and split it in half. Like, go ahead and stop it for now, and get a little further, and then stop. I don't want that one. I said continue. We'll get to the next. We're going to a fort next, so we'll go ahead a few more miles, and then make this part 1, and we should get to our destination in the next video, because it takes a whole lot long. Sorry, it takes a lot longer to upload videos the longer that you are recording. I really apologize for all the coughing. I know it has to be annoying. You don't know how annoying it is for me, because it's like I'm trying to talk to you guys and you could probably hear me trying to avoid coughing by my voice hitching a lot. So I know it's gotta be annoying for you guys to listen to, so I apologize profusely for me coughing a lot. I'm coughing a lot more today for some reason. When I first started taking the Mucinex on Friday, it actually worked. You know, it worked for most of the day, and then once, because it's 12 hours. So when I first took it, I was coughing a little bit, but then as it started to go, you know, into my system and stuff, then it stopped, and I wasn't coughing hardly at all. Aww. And then you go. Danny's the first one to die again. Danny died of dysentery. See, that's the picture that you normally get when it comes up. So, Danny, the first one, again, died of, of dysentery. I'm gonna rest for 9 days. At least it wasn't Markiplier. Last time I did this, Danny was the first one to die last time too. So when we get to the river, we'll go ahead and end the video for now. It's already super long. 30 minutes is usually long for a video. It'll take about 40 some minutes to upload. But I'll upload this half, you know, on the channel, and then we'll do it again another day. So for the options, I'll go ahead and save game under record game, or record. So when we come back, we will have our save file to where we can bring up and continue where we left off, and then have the rest, because we're halfway already, and it's already been half an hour. So this game usually doesn't last that long, except for like if all your party dies and then you're like the last person. And it's usually harder when you're the last person, because then you have like you're alone and you have to do everything by yourself. So you have taken less food, you have to do everything yourself, etc., etc., and you're more likely to die of exhaustion or something like that. So we made it to Green River Crossing, and that's like basically the halfway mark, kind of, I guess. If you like this video, give it a like and share with your friends. It'll help out a lot. Again, sorry for all the coughing and stuff. I know that's probably really annoying. And since there was like no music or anything in the background, it's probably doubly annoying. Sorry that there was no sound in this game. I thought there was. But you're not really missing much. It's just basically kind of loping music that kind of cycles through. So like I said, you're not really missing much. Also be sure to follow me on Twitter, because I do have a Twitter account. And I post things on there on occasion. And I have a merchandise store, and there's this picture here that you see of the bust of my fox. I uploaded this version of Crystal Kitsune as merch also. So there's two different versions of the shirt. There's the one with the fox from my channel banner, and then there's also the fox that you see here right now. That's also on a shirt, on a tote bag. So if you like this or the other one, check the link in the description. It will take you to the merchandise store where you can get a fan shirt of my channel. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll see everybody next time. Hopefully next time I won't be coughing my lungs out, and it won't be super annoying, and we will finish this other half of the game soon. Even if this doesn't really get many views right away, I'll still do the other half. And we'll hopefully get to the Willamette Valley without dying or having too many of our party members dead. So I'll see everybody next time before I start coughing a lung out. Okay, bye.